Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Bayview Beet, Bayview's health and wellness authority and show exploring the trending topics of health and consciousness in the Bayview community. Yes, they do exist. I'm your host, James Damo Cold Snow.
The health prophet.
I don't know what that. Today we have a very special guest. It's episode number 1, our first show ever. And it's going to be kind of a short show. Kind of got a couple announcements. Got a huge special guest. We're lucky to have. We want to start the show off in proper fashion, proper form. We got to bring in the right people. A couple announcements for you today. So number one, day one, Jazz Fest, New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Fest in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tune in to WWOZ. It'll really lift this .org. My special guest is speaking here, but hold on. So yeah, that'll be good. Second announcement: Cornucopia Wellness. Contact Marisol Kim. Just did some blood. She's offering a special on blood panels, 50% off if you want that. You can find out your levels, stuff along that thing. Once again, Cornucopia Wellness. So yeah, contact her. Good to know where you're at, levels, stuff like that. Another cleanse coming up. That'll be good.
Really?
Now it's time. I'm going to introduce my special guest, Cyber Sam Frangiamore, aka Samination. Sam, how's it going today?
I'm pretty sure humans are not supposed to sweat this much.
Sipping some MGH.
Sam's getting ready. We're sipping some MGH. It's a pour day. We're kind of pour addicts, tea, dark fermented tea. It's a cloud day, so it's good to bring it in with this. What's new and good, Sam?
And it's tender. That's me right now.
Well, that's a double question.
When
Which
I'm
one
done,
is
I'm gonna be
new or
tender.
good?
What's new and good in your life?
New
What's
and good.
what's new? Got any thoughts for the listeners? Any late breaking knowledge,
You mean
wisdom?
there's listeners on the show? I wasn't aware that there was going to be listening to anyone. I thought
There's a lot
I
of
didn't
listeners.
even know about. First of all, people, I didn't even know there was a show until about 5 minutes ago.
Right here in New Orleans.
Second of
And
all,
this comes from
I'm
our
happy to
roots
be
back in
here.
our days with Mr. Bob French.
And
Yeah.
anyways, I support anything that involves being more healthy lifestyle-ish.
And this song is called
And involves drinking more puer. So I would say the new and good is this brew that we're drinking here.
MGH.
The
Actually,
MGH,
actually-
which I think is one of our best finds in a long time.
yeah, we have some extra
We got
bricks.
a brick.
We got some bricks. Anyway, so we're gonna break right in. We're gonna break right in the question of the day. It's a big question. Lot of controversy in the Bayview community as to how this is going to go. The question of the day is: will Smokin' Joe really embrace health to get past his digestion issues? All of us have digestion issues to a certain extent. If you have a high sugar, high wheat kind of diet, this is kind of an issue. Smokin' Joe's been battling this for some time. We've been on the front lines, and two of us were just not just doing our best to stay in the game. So, question for you, Sam: will Smokin' Joe embrace the coffee enema?
Well,
Yes or
first
no?
of all, I'm not on the front lines. I'm in the bleachers. Okay? Second of all, I do think Smokin' Joe has a discipline. I think he's got what it takes, but he needs to structure. I don't think he's, going to be, going to, I think you could set him free inside of Whole Foods, and he wouldn't even know which aisle to go down.
But you think he'll embrace the coffee enema?
That involves some kind of anal penetration,
Yes, it does.
and I usually don't like to comment on things that involve me.
Well, yes or no? You think he can do it? I mean, come on.
I think
Christ did this. Imhotep, the god, Hippocrates, the god,
really?
the god.
It's in the Bible?
It's
Anal
bad.
penetration is in the Bible?
Enemas, cleaning of the colon for those. Yes or no? You think Joe? You think Joe can rise up and do this? Yes or no?
Next question.
No, that's it. That's the only question today. Yes or no?
That's the only question of the,
The only
day?
question. Yes or no?
That's why you brought me on this show.
Yeah.
This is
Can
awesome.
Smoking Joe? What's your take? What's your take?
I think he's going to get to that point where he's going to do whatever it takes.
So you think yes?
I think it's possible. I mean, I don't really, I've never done it myself, so how can I even know? I've had a colonic though.
Okay, there's your fight.
I think-
Sam's from Hazards. He's an East Coaster. Has been on the coast way too fucking long. He's getting fuzzy wuzzy on us. Okay. I, on the other hand, I think Smoking Joe's going to do it. I think he can do it. I think he has what it takes. I think he's going to embrace this, as we've said before. Max Gierson, guy who's kind of figured out how to defeat every autoimmune disorder on the planet. Really embrace the coffee enema. I think Smoking Joe's going to do it. I think he's going to do it.
All right, good luck, Joe.
Sam's on the fence, but
I mean,
we're going to see that.
I mean, it's one thing if he does that, but it's another thing if he doesn't change his diet. But I mean, I think the most important thing is cooking your food at home. Then you can control what you're eating. And you know what it takes to cook your food at home?
You have a kitchen?
Stove,
A
kitchen.
stove.
So I think he's got to have the infrastructure in place before he can get serious about changing his diet. That's all I'm saying. That's my take. That's my 2 cents. And I think getting with the enemas, I think you're getting that horse in back of the cart. And that you really need to start with the ground up. You need to have because if what's going in one end, if you're cleaning out one end, but you're still poisoning the other end, what the fuck's the difference?
We'll take that as a no. So just to make it interesting, create a little tension in the show. That's one yes, one C, one non, as they say in French, as they say in
One ça dépend.
one yet. So it's 50-50. Place your bets now, people. But Joe, if you're listening, I think you can do it. And we're going to wrap this show with our usual Bayview Beet tip of the day. This is called Rejuvelac. This is quinoa Rejuvelac. It's a probiotic, lots of enzymes, lots of goodies for you. This stuff's like $1.50, 2 bones a bottle. It's ridiculous to pay that. But any grain, quinoa, buckwheaty thing you got, you can have a little probie right there. Joe, if you're listening, come on. I want you on this.
You mean if you're still listening?
Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this up. Episode 1. This is a groundbreaker. Sam, you got any parting thoughts?
What's that thing on the screen there? What is it asking you?
This is a text message. We'll just get rid of that.
Oh. Let's see. Well, parting messages are, live long, be healthy, and prosper. How's that?
It's good. You can't say it much better. All right, this is James Damo Cold Snow signing off. Cyber Sam, Salmonation.
Go Warriors.